Remember the day you got your last promotion? You walked out of your boss's office, you called your family, and you thought, finally, the hard work paid off. I am getting ahead. But fast forward to today. Look at your bank account. You are working longer hours, you are carrying twice the stress, and yet, you still have no money. You are not bad at math. You are the victim of a mathematically engineered scam. Welcome to the promotion trap. In the modern economy, the system does not reward your hard work with financial freedom. It rewards your hard work with a higher credit limit. They do not want you to build wealth. They want you to qualify for a more expensive cage. Today, I am going to expose exactly why making more money is secretly making you poorer. If you click away, you will spend the next 40 years exhausted, earning more than ever, and wondering why you are still completely broke. Wake up. Listen closely. Let us talk about the greatest trick the financial system ever pulled. It is called the promotion trap. Imagine you are a good worker. You show up early, you leave late, you skip your family dinners to meet company deadlines. After 2 years of grinding, your boss calls you into the office. He shakes your hand. He gives you a promotion and a $500 monthly raise. You walk out of that office feeling like a king. You feel validated, but watch exactly what happens next. The system has been waiting for this exact moment. Within weeks, the culture around you begins to whisper in your ear. Your friends, the television, the targeted ads on your phone, they all say the same thing. You work hard, you deserve a reward, you cannot be a senior manager driving a 10-year-old car, you need an upgrade. So, what do? You go to a dealership, you trade in your paid-off car, and you sign a paper for a brand new vehicle. And magically, your new car payment is exactly $500 a month. Do the math. Look at the absolute tragedy of this transaction. You gave the company 2 years of your blood, sweat, and missing weekends. The company gave you extra money, and you instantly transferred 100% of that extra money to a bank to pay interest on a depreciating piece of metal. Your life did not change. Your net worth did not go up. You just became a middleman. You are now working extra hours just to act as a free money transfer service between your employer and your auto lender. This is the exact anatomy of the promotion trap. You think you are moving up the corporate ladder, but you are just unlocking new levels of consumer debt. This is why you still have no money. The system is designed so that your new salary bypasses your savings account and flows directly to auto lenders and credit card companies. They gave you the illusion of progress while quietly securing your next 5 years of guaranteed labor to pay off that new debt. And this leads us to the darkest, most successful piece of brainwashing in modern history: the credit score. From the moment you turn 18, they teach you that a high credit score is the ultimate goal of a responsible adult. If you have an 800 credit score, you are a winner. You are successful. You are a good person. This is a spectacular lie. Let me tell you what a credit score actually is. It is not a measure of your wealth. It is not a measure of your financial success. A millionaire with zero debt who pays for everything in cash has no credit score. The system considers him a ghost. A credit score is a loyalty program for wage slaves. It is a mathematical grade given to you by the banking industry to measure how perfectly obedient you are at paying them interest every single month without fail. When they look at your high credit score, they do not see a successful human being. They see a highly profitable, perfectly domesticated farm animal. You feel proud of that number. But that number is just a barcode stamped on your forehead. It tells the predator exactly how much meat is on your bones. When you work hard, when you increase your income, your credit limit magically goes up. They send you platinum cards. They offer you bigger mortgages. They make it incredibly easy, completely frictionless to borrow more money. Why? Because the system has a very specific target: They don't want the extremely poor. The poor cannot pay the monthly minimums, and they absolutely hate the extremely rich. The rich buy assets in cash and never pay a single cent in consumer interest. The perfect target, the absolute gold mine for the modern financial empire, is you. The hard-working, responsible, ambitious middle-class worker. You have just enough income to qualify for massive loans and just enough fear of losing your job to make sure you never miss a payment. You are the biological battery that powers the entire machine. And the harder you work, the more voltage they can extract from you. But the banking industry is only half of the trap. Let us look at the invisible punishment, the math they never teach you in school. When you work harder, when you finally secure that higher salary, you immediately run into a brick wall built by the government and the central banks. It is a two-headed monster, taxes and inflation. They use simple words to hide brutal math. Let us say you fight tooth and nail for a 10% raise. You think your life will get 10% better. But the moment that money hits your paycheck, you enter a higher tax bracket. The government takes a larger slice of your new effort. So your 10% raise is instantly reduced to a 6% raise. And then, inflation enters the room. The system constantly prints money, making the dollars in your pocket worth less every single day. If inflation is running at 4%, your real, actual raise is almost nothing. Think about the sheer cruelty of this design. You took on more stress, you accepted more responsibility, you lost more sleep. You gave the company 20% more of your vital energy just to stay in the exact same financial position you were in last year. You are running on a treadmill that automatically speeds up every time you try to sprint. But why? Why is the system designed to keep you running but never arriving? The reason you still have no money after your promotion isn't an accident. It is a psychological management strategy engineered by Wall Street and your human resources department. It is the darkest, most carefully guarded secret in corporate America. The strategy of the golden handcuffs. Have you ever noticed that corporate culture actively encourages you to spend? When you get promoted, your boss might ask, "So, what kind of car are you going to buy to celebrate?" Your coworkers expect you to upgrade your lifestyle. You are pressured to dress better, eat at more expensive restaurants, and buy a house in a better neighborhood to match your new job title. This is not friendly advice. It is a psychological management strategy. Corporations love employees who have expensive cars and massive mortgages. Why? Because a man with a $4,000 monthly mortgage and an $800 car payment is a hostage. He cannot complain about the toxic work environment. He cannot refuse to work on the weekend. He cannot afford to stand up for himself. He is completely, hopelessly dependent on his next paycheck just to survive. Debt is the ultimate tool for corporate obedience. The Human Resources Department knows that an employee drowning in luxury debt will swallow his pride and do exactly what he is told. They do not need to use a whip to control you. They just let the bank do the whipping for them. Now compare that to a different kind of worker. Imagine an employee who makes $100,000 a year, but still drives a beat-up 10-year-old Toyota. He lives in a small, cheap apartment. He brings his own lunch to work. He has zero debt and 2 years of living expenses sitting in a bank account. To the corporate system, this man is terrifying. He is dangerous because he is free. If the boss yells at him, he can simply walk away. If the company demands he sacrifice his weekend, he can say no. He has leverage. He has the ultimate power in the modern world, the power to walk away without starving. The entire consumer economy is mathematically engineered to prevent you from becoming that man. So, how do you escape? How do you beat a game where the rules are written by the house? You do not beat it by working harder. You do not beat it by asking for another promotion just to buy another cage. You beat it by committing an act of extreme psychological violence against your own ego. You must become a financial ghost. The next time you get a raise, you take the money and you change absolutely nothing. You stay in the small apartment. You keep driving the ugly car. You let your coworkers judge your outdated phone. You let society think you are struggling while you quietly hoard your capital. When the bank sends you a pre-approved platinum credit card to reward your hard work, you cut it into pieces and throw it in the trash. You stop buying status and you start buying your own freedom. Every dollar you save by ignoring the promotion trap is a dollar that buys back your time. It is a dollar that starves the debt machine. It is a dollar that proves you are no longer a perfectly domesticated farm animal. They designed the system to punish your hard work with more debt. The only way to win is to refuse the debt, keep the money, and quietly build the exit door. Do not upgrade your lifestyle. Upgrade your freedom. Wake up. The cage is only locked from the inside.